Hey, I'm not late. I was doing a good deed. Well, it does mean that I was late, but I was late for a very good cause. Well, not late. It's bang on time. But hello, everybody. Nice to see you. Also means I didn't get to organize my things as I'd hoped to. Almost lost my phone in the last moment. I was doing a good deed in that some ladies, a group of ladies, asked if I would take a picture for them, and boy did they get lucky choosing me, because I framed that perfectly. They've got the castle in the background and everything, which is wonderful. There we go. I found the thing I'm looking for. How are you all? Very nice to see you. I see Maple. Maple has got her letter from me, but lovely. Lovely Mary Lou has not got her letter from me, so sorry about that, Mary Lou, but I honestly think that the batch of letters that I sent out is specifically around the 17th of January. I think they were sent during a bad time for postal services, so apologies for that. I think it's just unlucky, but it's on the way, Mary Lou, don't you worry. Sarah as well. Sarah's not got hers yet. Hello, everybody. Nice to see you. Welcome. My name is MissKendalJames, and I'm very excited to show you around Hikone today. I'm starting in a totally different location. My face is all red because I've ran up a hill. I'm going to take you to see Lake Biwa first, and then we'll continue to see the castle. Plum groves galore. Cherry blossoms too, because I'm here to spoil you. And then I'm going to take you to see Hikonyan, the cutest guy of them all. Most people have got their masks on around here. I was going to not have my mask on, but I'm leaving it on because my whole face you can see a hint of it. It's so red from running up the hill. I have climbed Mount Kinki, which is, well, reports say it's either 50 or 100 meters. I think it's 100 meters tall, but it's very, very tall. What is this? Wisps of hair. So hello, let me show you around while I say hello to everybody. You know I like to say hello to everybody. Right, let's also see. The gimbal is doing its own version of straight these days. It's not straight, and that's okay. A lot of my friends aren't straight either, so totally fine. In fact, I'm not straight, so who cares? Hello, everybody. So we're at the top of the fabled Mount Kinki. And I'm going to show you around, let you have a little look at Hikone City and Lake Biwa. Welcome back, guys. You're here twice in a week. So some of you came on Monday, and now you're here again on Friday here in Japan. That might be the previous days for you guys, depending on what country you guys live in. These are cherry trees that will be coming into bloom before we know it, but currently they're budding. Currently my camera is a big old misbehavior. There you go. How's that for little buds coming in? There we go. I've got it. I've got my sketchbook ready. We're going to get some stamps. I've also got 200 yen so that I can rectify that awful bad luck I got the other day, and we can see that little cutie go and get me a fortune. So if you guys are back for that, welcome. If you're new, welcome. It is nice to see you. Let's see, everybody. So first of all, that's Genkuen Garden down there, the castle garden. I'm going to say hello to a lot of you. Let me see. Hello, Maggie, Tim, Ankit, Matthew and Michael, Maple, Lisa, Karina, Gail, Jean, Chelsea. Hello, nice to see you, Jean, in snowy and thundery Missouri. Hi, Sarah and the girls. Hi, Christine, Anita, Tibia, Cheryl, Evie, Christine, Maple, Juna, Mindy, hello. Hi, Ken. Hi, Mary Lou. The absolute snailiest snail delivered the mail, or is trying to deliver the mail, but it's super snaily. Hi, Vivina. Hi, Quinn. Nice to see you. Hi, Eliza. Carolyn, hello. Right on time. We got it right on time. Nice to see you. Hello, Lynn. You're looking at Lake Biwa in the distance, the glorious, largest lake in Japan, largest freshwater lake here in Japan. And it's beautiful. We get a different view of it depending on how the sky is being. It was very cloudy the other day. We couldn't really see it, so it's nice to see a little bit of it today. Hi, Turquoise. Nice to see you. Hi, Laurie. Laurie, sorry. I don't know my pronunciation is that today. And hello, Sinead. Nice to see you. Haven't heard of a Sinead in a long time. Practically neighbours, Mary Lou and Maple. That's lovely. Wish I could show you a little look in here, but I can't. So you'll just have to admire the mountains as if you're having a look through there. What do you think? I think that's a nice shot, actually. So this is a classic tour of mine. I do it fairly frequently, and I'm afraid the frequency is going to pick up over the next 3 weeks because it's blossom season. I'll be going elsewhere next week, but I'm very excited to welcome you here, especially if you're new to this tour. Some of you will be totally new to this tour because I don't normally do it on a Friday, and I don't normally do it at 2 p.m. 2 p.m. for me. We'll be going for 75 minutes, so you're going to see the first 10 minutes of a Hikonyan show at the end as well, which is dead exciting. I'm going to tell you a bit more about him too. There is the wonderful Hikone Castle. I've already done the legwork, so you don't have to. But also, because it's a classic tour of mine, I try and make it different every single time. Be that for the season, be that for the route, be that for the information provided. But today's focus is definitely on cherry blossoms, not cherry blossoms, sorry. In fact, we've got some, but plum blossoms and Hikonyan. So this is your bonus at the beginning where you get to actually see the castle. Okay, Sarah and Rebecca have got a spotty postal. Yeah, it is very frustrating. At least you know it's going to come at some point. Hello, Rong and Amber and Anna, Karen, Lauren, Jean, Mag, Loom. Loonly, nice to see you. Hi, Maple. Again, Maple, your little emoji is making me it's making me say hi to you lots of times. You lucky sock. Okay, up through here. We've got some lovely views of some old and some new plum blossoms in a moment. But first of all, we're going to get a special little present. Let's get a little present first. A one for you and a one for me. I'm trying to get some luck today. The other day I asked people to tip me so that I could get a little lucky fortune, but I've prepared 200 yen this time. If anyone does tip me, I'll count it towards that, but otherwise. And also I got the worst imaginable luck last time, which was just poop. That was not the one. It's not a cookie, sorry, lovely Maple. Right, first of all, look at this. I got E Naosuke. Now I got an E clan family member here. And what I'm going to do next is collect a stamp. I know you guys like to see a stamp happening. I promised the other day. Squeeze. Ta-da. Lovely. I got a castle here. Word of the day, poop. That's true. Well, these little kids are they're not putting the lid down on the stampers, the little devils. Right, let's see. What way do we think this goes? I think this way. I don't know. That's a special kind of kanji there. That's a little quickly done. Oh, that looks beautiful though. Look at that. Ta-da! What cool stamps. Look at that. Oh, 2 of those are my first ever, so I'm pretty chuffed with that. Now, I'm not 5 years old, so I'm going to put the lid down on this because I care about the stamping community here in Japan. Now, the next thing we're going to do, this is the present, hopefully, costs 200 yen. I'm going to get this little girl to go and get me, hopefully, some good luck because I got atrocious luck the other day. In fact, I showed it to Ryo and he thought it was his. It did seem like it was about him, to be fair. I'm putting my umbrella down here and you guys are going to tell me to get the umbrella in a minute. Aren't you? That symbol is the clan signature. It's not our symbol. It's 3 symbols put together. I'm guessing it's now... I forgot the name. Naoyasu. Naoyasu? Iyasu or something. No, that's a different one. 1 second. Let's let her get this and then I'll answer for you. Get me something good, girl. I'm ready. Yeah, it's the daytime this time. Hi, Richard. Hi, Wendy. Come on. Come to me. Oh, ありがとうございます。 I'm nervous. I'm nervous. 1 second. Let me get out of everybody's way so that they can still get stamps. Get this sweet, sweet castle view in the background. People can still get stamps, but they can't get information anymore because I'm blocking the information. But it's important. Okay, umbrella. Yeah, umbrella, umbrella. I'm holding it. It's here. Please be lucky. Please be lucky. Please be lucky. Oh, I got Edisu. I think that's the god of money. But the last one was god of love. Okay, let's see. What do you think? Am I going to be lucky? Hi, Janice. Nice to see you. Who else have I got? Hello, lovelies. Hi, Rosemary. You guys can see before I do. Can you? Yeah. Can you see? Do you know if it's good or bad? Let's have a look. Okay. Oh. Last time it said really, really, really bad luck. I'm pretty sure this time it says little bad luck. So that is better. But this machine wants my money big time. All right, let's read it. Ready? Lisa told me it could only get better. All right, you guys ready? Come on in. Oh, 1 second. I have to use my nose to kiss the screen if I do that. Right. Here we go. How you behave in daily life dictates if your wish comes true. Pretend to be a good person. I'm a big pretender. Your presence isn't good enough, but hang in there without standing out in a negative way. All right, okay. My presence isn't good enough. Make sure that's for wish and then love. So my presence isn't good enough, but hang in there without standing out in a negative way. Work. Make sure if the current situation is really okay for you by facing yourself. Oh my goodness. Health. This is true. No, it's not. Neck pain due to your smartphone use and poor posture on bed. Change it regularly. I actually don't use my smartphone in bed often. SNS. Oh my gosh, this is the most modern one ever. Never show your privates or private life on social media. Just use it for your business. Oh, sugoi. Interesting. You know what? That might be a little bit bad luck, but that is solid advice, I think. That is solid advice. Anyway, I think I can fit the castle, the Kendall, and the castle, the Kendall, and the advice. That's the name of my next movie. Okay? The castle, the Kendall, the advice. And if anyone sends me this picture, I will use it for the YouTube preview. Well, let's go. Hi, Melissa. I just got little bad luck. Well, I'm not doing tours from my bed. No way you cannot have tours from my bed. Right. I don't think I need my sketchbook for now, so I'm going to pop that away, and then I'm going to present a tour as hands-free as I possibly can, considering I have an umbrella. So I hope you enjoyed the introduction. Delighted to see almost 50 of you here, especially as this tour only went live about 2.5 days ago, so thank you very much. It was a very entertaining little bad luck. All right, off we go. Look at that. Over here, I'm going to just show you. Not really meant to walk this way. 1 second. I think I can walk a little bit of it, get away with it. Over here, though, they have armor that you can try on. I hope they don't tell me off. Here, you can try on this armor and have a picture. And you can use the Hikonyan puppet as well. So that's the E clan armor. That is, I've heard there's a different name for that website for the tours from the bed. Totally different name. Okay, so we've got plum blossoms, white and pink. They're a little bit in more full bloom. One is just past its peak, actually, and the castle, and some really interesting pine that are just getting pine cones they've just started to come past it. Some of the other ones that I've seen, anyway. But I do have a little close up of those. Isn't that lovely? Isn't that lovely? It's like nature photography. Hi, Julie. Hi, Lorraine. Hi, Janice. Lorraine. Oh, so she ready, my friend. Long time no see. Oh no, I'm in the Hikonyan picture. Whoopsie. Just had to do a sudden rush. Look at these. Juicy, yummy yummies. Nice to see you, lovely. This is the desired spot to get lots of pictures of Hikone Castle with the blossoms. So I can't linger here too long, but I'm going to get you some pretty ones anyway. Ooh, look at that. Gorgeous. Let me go in a bit closer to this side. You're going to get your money shot today. I'm going to find you some good money shots. Now these, they smell heavenly. They smell so good. It is gorgeous, isn't it? Well done for being here now, guys. This is your castle segment. Then we got Plum Grove segment. Then we've got Hikonyan. So I teach kids. Well, welcome everybody. My name is MissKendalJames. Please find me on social media, such as linktr.ee/MissKendalJames, and you can enjoy the other things I create: art, videos, humorous posts, etc. Please do join me and consider enjoying that. You know what? Let's get a little selfie. This never happens. The blossoms, the Kendall, and the castle. Ta-da! I never get pictures of me that aren't selfies that I took. So if anyone can assist and let me have a picture of myself, I'd be delighted. Then I can show my mummy. Oh, this one a little bit windy there. Thank you very, very much for tagging that little link. We've got people getting selfies with a little Hikonyan cardboard cutout in the background. Now, I guess I should provide some history too, because I normally do that on this tour. I usually provide lots of history, which isn't what this tour. This one today has got a special different focus, but I'm still gonna inundate you with information until you guys become professionals and you start doing this tour. You start doing this tour for yourself in your sleep. Thank you, lovely dear Maple Chan. That's very, very kind of you. Now, there's a special sweet spot here where, look, you can get the castle and Hikonyan. Other people aren't doing this. They're not as smart. Look, Hikonyan through the gap, blossoms, and the castle. So cute. That lady went and ruined our postcard. Oh well, we'll let her off. So this castle was finished. The whole castle grounds were completed in 1622, 400 years ago. Little Hikonyan over there, he is only 15 years old, but 10 years ago, I'll get you another close-up of that Hikonyan in a minute. 10 years ago, he was voted the best mascot in all of Japan, for obvious reasons, in relation to his roundness, his whiteness, and general cuteness. So basically in Japan, they love things that are white and round. So they love me. I'm kidding. Let me get you. Look. This is not the Hikonyan you're seeing later. You're going to see the real deal later. So get excited. Thank you very much, Ken, for sending me those pictures. Hikonyan is spelt Hikonyan. I'm kidding. Let me explain that. It is spelled... I'm going to let Lisa do it. Yeah. I can't spell on the spot. I can't just do spelling out loud. I can for some things, but I wanted to do that in Japanese phonetics, which wasn't going to help you guys at all. So, Hikone Castle is, to me, I've coined the phrase Frankenstein Castle. I'll tell you why in a second. But first, I want you to see these cherry blossom lights. They are not cherry blossoms, they are lights. And the reason they're there is because at night time this will all be lit up to be a beautiful display of cherry blossoms all around me. It is not those yet, but from the 28th of this month, there will be 2 weeks of 2.5 weeks of nighttime viewing of the castle and the castle walls and the castle grounds, and it's going to be spectacular. And if you come with me on my 12-hour tour, the finale is going to be the cherry blossoms around Hikone Castle. So come and join me for that. It's also in the title. Yes, capital letters in the title. That's how you know I mean absolute business if I capital letters it. I don't really know what you guys are laughing at. I don't know which thing I said that was funny. I'm on one today. I've got so much work later. Oh, right, that's why she didn't know. Okay, got it. How do you spell it? It's in the title. It's capital letters in the title. Okay, so we call it the Frankenstein Castle. We, the royal we, I call it the Frankenstein Castle because the top of it, the Tenshu Tower, actually comes from Otsu Castle. Otsu is the capital of Shiga. And actually, this is an original one. This is one of 12 original castle towers in the whole of Japan. Original, not to this castle, but it's from Otsu. So it's the original one ever. It's not a reconstruction. Hello, Gregory. You just missed all the banter, but we're going to go to the Plum garden, so that will be fine. Naples forgiven. I've got another tour in a week and a half where I'm going to take you into all of these spaces. So if you see a tour that's named The Complete Hikone Castle Tour, please check that one out, because I don't normally take you into the castle walls and things, but I'm going to do it because this location is the gift that just keeps on giving, I believe, personally. Also, there are other elements of this castle that are taken from other castles, such as Nagahama Castle, up in the north part of Shiga, a beautiful location that I love very, very much, and I'm hoping I can get us there for cherry blossoms, but I just don't know, because it's a busy old life. I've just got an idea of when I could do it, though. I was going to take people to Nara for cherry blossoms, but you know what? I think I'm going to let Atsuko, if she's free, she might not be, but I think I'm going to let her take charge of that. And I'll take you to see the deers and things and hang out with me maybe later in April, because I think Kendall and the Deers should be my next band name. But I think I'll take you to Shiga because I'm your Shiga guide. I'm going to do that. Hi, Nikki. Hi, Tanya. So here we have the wonderful sound-keeping bell that rings at 9, 12, 3 and 6 throughout the day, and it rings and rings and rings throughout the town. And actually it was relocated from another location because the ring couldn't be heard in enough locations, so it's been moved to this high point that resonates ding ding throughout the whole area, and all the way around you can see Hikone city. And from some vantage points you were able to see Lake Biwa. I'll show you from another point as well in a moment. One of my favorite parts of Japan is the fact that the mountains just cascade off into the distance in different shades of blue, and I love it. Here we go, let me get you a little bit of information. Jihosho, the time signal bell, and Choshon, the bell house. Toshoan. This bell was recast in 1844 at the time of the 12th Lord Ii Naoaki. That's who's in my picture. It was moved to the present position because the bell sound did not reach the northern end of the castle town. Now it is rung 5 times a day. At 6, 9, 12, 3, and 6. I forgot 6 a.m. Chief Minister Ii Naosuke, the 13th Lord, was fascinated by the tea ceremony, which he believed to have the same spirit as Zen. He practiced tea ceremony diligently. Ichigo Ichie. The famous words which capture the spirit of the tea ceremony are found in the book Chan no Yu Ichie Shu, written by Ii Naosuke. Please enjoy tea ceremony at the tea house Choshoan and experience Ii Naosuke's thoughts. And below we also have the 100 selected soundscapes of Japan. Grab your postcard. I'm going to tell you that off my heart. Out of what is the phrase? By heart. Off my heart. Here's a sweet little Ghibli-esque looking moment for those of you that like Studio Ghibli things. And for those of you that really like Studio Ghibli things, please join me on my tour next week, because I'm going to take you to the very large, very beautiful animated clock at 2 points only, 2 times, the only 2 times it will ring, day and night in Tokyo. So follow me to Tokyo. I'm going to travel 400 kilometers to see my new friend Eriko, because she is lovely. Hi Francis, hi Patricia. Some tiny little plum blossoms here. To the grove. To the grove, to the grove. It is 500 yen to grab yourself a little bit of tea, and a little bit of matcha. It's very pretty. You haven't had a look in here before. Sneak you a look. Look at the little awning in the background with the ikebana. beautiful, beautiful. There you go. I think you'll agree, I hope you'll agree that I get you totally different postcards every time you tour with me. You get some classic shots, but I hope you notice the effort I go through to make sure that I see it with new eyes. It's the pigeons' lunchtime, and apparently their favourite food is camellia flowers. Here's a bunch of pigeons. They're picking up bits of all sorts from underneath the camellia tree. Yay, thanks for coming to the animated clock. I've set one for day, one for night. I'm afraid some of you won't be able to make it to the night one. I think you'll be asleep, but I encourage you to be on time to the tour. I've set it to 15 minutes before the clock chimes, and it will only run till 10 minutes after the clock chimes. I'll show you the area, and I'll also show you pictures from my visit to the Studio Ghibli Museum and tell you how I got there, because earlier in that day, next week on my Wednesday, I will be visiting there, and I'm very, very excited because it's a rare chance indeed. A rare chance indeed, but I now know a very easy way to get tickets that has just been launched and is especially good for foreign people. So come and find out with me. Lovely. Despite the fact that I'm working all day, I've been traveling quite a lot. If anyone is interested, my tour this morning and my tour now, altogether, the cost for myself is about $50. So thank you very much in advance and from before for anybody who tips and sponsors. It makes a world of difference to me and allows me to keep presenting tours to everybody. Not live ones exactly like this, but live ones like on Heygo. Different postcards and different commentary, isn't it true? Yeah, I do my very best. I like to keep it fresh. And also I want to hang out with you guys all the time. So I want you to come back and hear the different commentary. And the history could just go on forever and ever. So might as well pepper it with extra. And I hope that it encourages you guys to come back as well. Some people are checking to see if I'm a YouTuber over there. Not a YouTuber. This wonderful gate is from Nagahama, and it has a special bit of writing. Now, all of the writing over and around Hikone Castle is in English and Japanese. It's also in Chinese and Korean in some other areas, but let me just read it to you and then I'll explain why. This is the Tenbin Yagura balance scale tower, an important cultural asset. It is said that this tower was moved from Ottoman, the front gate of Nagahama Castle, originally built for Toyotomi Hideyoshi, and was called Tenbin Yagura because it looked like a balance scale, which is tenbin. This structure is thought to be the only example of its type in Japan. The stones to the right side of the tower are built up in the style of Gobozumi, but the left side has been reconstructed from the base and layered in the style of Otoshizumi. Thank you, Stephanie. If you guys have comments like this tour is interesting every time or the postcards are always different, please do leave a review because that will just make a world of difference to how many voyagers choose to come on this tour in the future. Thank you so much, Shirley in Australia. Here we've got Gapcha. You can collect cute little things. I'm not going to focus on it too much because we've got to go to the Plum Grove and then we've got to march around the moat to get to the area where Hikonyan is. But you can get little toys here. They're all made of plastic, which upsets me, but we won't go into that. That's fine. We'll survive for now. It's just a way. Anyway, of the whole of Shiga, which is in the southwestern part of Japan, southwestern central part of Japan, you can experience loads of wonderful places, including the capital city that is Otsu. But more importantly, or more favorably, more adoringly, this Hikone Castle and sites such as La Collina, both of which I have taken you to on tours, are the most favorite places for people in the whole of Shiga and even parts of Japan to come and visit, especially if they're coming to Shiga. This bridge here is very, very interesting. The design is such that if an intruder was coming in, they'd climbed all the way up the hill. You can just release the legs and the whole bridge will collapse. These days, it has been bolted into position, but on the wall at the very, very back, there are little holes, which is where the legs normally would be, and they just push them out of the way. And now we're going to, as I say, you'll have to come back on this tour if you want even more history and things, but lots and lots will be peppered throughout as I walk with you. Next, we'll go to the Plum Grove. Oh, thank you. Ken said he left a review for the last one before joining this one. And look at these as well, these incredible sloped walls. All of this is for defense. So this 400-year-old castle was well prepared for any enemy invasion. However, Hikone Castle is synonymous with peace, you know. It has never actually experienced war, which is just incredible. And even more incredible than that, in fact, one second, even more incredible than that, I'm showing you my face to show you how incredible this is. We are walking in this area around Hikone Castle, around the entire grounds, purely because of when World War II stopped. Not very long after the bombing in Hiroshima, it was agreed that World War II would end. However, if it was to continue, then actually the very next day, the day after the peace treaty was agreed, Hikone town, city to us now, was set to be bombed entirely. So if it were not for the peace treaty, if it were not for everybody in Okinawa dying like they did, this whole castle grounds wouldn't be here. It would be trashed. It would be a ruins like Azuchi Castle, which you'll also have to come and see with me. It's mind-blowing, isn't it? Because it's Plum Grove Day, I don't have the exact dates for you, but if you do come back on this tour, I'm sure I'll supply the exact dates. But I've got dates and times to the moment. Can you imagine that? It blows my mind even that you could plan to destroy a whole city. It's just devastating. They're even more in bloom. Yeah, I assessed them last time. So we've got Plum over here, and Lisa, you're going to love this. I think Lisa and Sarah are going to love this. They're good friends of mine, but I'm going to walk you past over here in a moment, okay? This bit is really, really beautiful and architecturally pleasing. First, we're going to go to the Plum Grove, and then I guess we can have a little bit of a Q&A for about 10 minutes as we walk to the next location as we just follow the moat around. But I really wanted to show you the architecture just over in this way. It's kind of the castle keeper's area. And let me just show you. So the grounds are huge. We're not checking out all of this today. What can I say? We are at the Plum Grove. We started at the very, very top where the castle is here. We started here, walked over here, went and got a little omikuji, got some stamps, came over here, took some pictures with the plum blossom and the castle, and then we went this is where we're going now, okay? And then we're gonna go Hikonyan. So come with me. I think that was for my pleasure more than anything else. Too much fun. So what I'm gonna do is do you at least a half lap down here on this Plum Grove. They are more in bloom. They're more in bloom, and I can get you a nice fluff of pink and white when we get a little bit closer. We came on Monday. It's now Friday. Come next week Friday, I'm pretty sure they'll all have been blown off of the branches actually. But yeah, a sweet smell. I don't drink coffee actually. I had 2 cups of tea, 2 bottles of tea. In metal bottles, because I like to try not to have plastic bottles wherever I can. It's pretty important to me. But I don't know, I just feel good. I feel better. Do you want to know why I feel better? I'll tell you why I feel better. And I'll tell you in just a second. First of all, I'm going to read you some important information. Ken said, have you had any coffee today? So that's where that's coming from. This is the rice storehouses site. There were 17 storehouses for keeping 50,000 koku of rice. 1 koku is about 5 bushels. And if you don't know what 5 bushels is, then ask your mum. From the Tokugawa government, the rice was shipped for storage from Lake Biwa through the Matsubara Inland Lake to the Izumimon or gate fronting the inner moat. There were gates and guardhouses which were guarded strictly in the north and south of this site. It is now the plum grove and one of the great spots at the peak of their blooming season in March. It is about 7,400 square meters large, and the pink or white kinds of about 400 plum trees were planted to commemorate Hikone Castle's selection as one of the 100 best sightseeing spots in the entirety of Japan in 1950. And from about, let me think of the date, from about 1959, I think it was designated as an important cultural asset to the entirety of Japan, and only 5 castles have that significance in Japan. So, what you saw just now was quite special, to be honest. There's a photographer here, so I'm just going to get out of his way. Yes, so the first stage is the blossoming, and then come about, I think it's September time, these lovely trees create fruits. I don't know if these ones in particular to Japan, but they're not plums like my mum loves to eat in the UK. My mum loves plums. We've got black ones in the UK, like dark purple black ones. These ones are small red ones, and they become super small because in Japan they like to make umeboshi. Umeboshi is a sour pickled plum. And they're very yummy, especially crushed at the bottom of a glass with some ice and some shochu, which is Japanese vodka. There's lighter than normal vodka. And then some lemonade on top or some soda on top. So I recommend that. Yeah, these were all planted here in what did I just read? These are about 70 years old, I think. This site had different purposes 400 years ago. And yeah, they do look old. They do look really old. I think they're as old as they look, though. They're not as old as they look, which is the opposite of Japanese people who are younger than they look. Have I just confused myself entirely? But look at these. Beautiful. Beautiful. So nice. And in here, I think I can get you a picture of fluffs. So we have got 22 minutes until Hikonyan. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a lap up and down here. I want to show you the other architecture, and then I kind of want a front seat for Hikonyan. I think you would agree. It's not super busy today because it is a weekday, but that is why I'm not going to go through the extension of the plum grove just there. Wouldn't it just look beautiful in watercolor? Wouldn't it be great if I had all the time in the world? I would love that. So I'm very excited to announce that I have an exhibition coming. It's coming in 2 months or so. And yesterday I spent $250 on oil paints. I'm officially a grown up. I have my first ever oil paints. I'm very excited. I hope you guys will come and see the journey with me as I hopefully like them, because that is a fortune, and I will be creating a wonderful art exhibition based on my journeys, other people's postcards on Heygo. So I'm hoping that I can really promote each of the wonderful guides on Heygo and get to relive lots of the places that I've traveled to on Heygo too. Now, let's go over this way. My timing adds up. Yeah, we should head through the puffy fluffs right now. That's what I'm calling these clouds of pink. I'll try and get you a couple more close-ups in a second as well. I'm going to take you to see some others, some architecture, walk around the moat. And if you like, I'll tell you why I'm so happy. Peter Piper picked 5 bushels of Japanese plums. Exactly. Peter Piper picked a perfect plum, pickled pepper, a pickled plum. Peter Piper picked a perfect pickled plum, pickled pepper, pickled pepper. I don't know. Here we go. Here's some nice ones. And I would encourage you to take a look on YouTube as well for lots of other videos of Hikone Castle. You can see it change throughout the season of my own videos, and you can see some edited videos, and I'm planning a lovely couple of edited videos from today, as long as my phone doesn't break down, which is something I live in fear of. I live in a subtle fear of my phone breaking down because it happens to me so frequently. Whoa, focus. Look, focus, even got a little cobweb. That's how old they are. Yep, 1950. So these trees are 73 years old. Let's walk over this way. Now, here's why I'm so happy. Because everybody, I've been working 3 to 4 jobs for the last year. I'm exhausted. I'm a freelance person. I teach English about 30 hours a week. I do Heygo tours about 20 hours a week. I've been working for another school, which has used up about 20 hours a month or more, 25 hours a month. And I also do art commissions, which uses up more time. And then there's all the promotion for all of those other things I do. I'm exhausted. But yesterday, as much as I've loved working with this school that I've been working with, I finished my last art class and my last sustainable development goals class that I've been doing with them. It has been wonderful, but I had a very, fraught time with the owner of the company that I worked for, and she has not communicated with me very well since November. It was very stressful, and it caused me a lot of havoc in my social life for how stressed and upset she made me, to be honest. And so, despite her not communicating with me for the last 4 or 5 months at all, and sometimes just really badly, I have now finished working with her, which is sad because I have to say goodbye to the children, and it has been very good for them and good for me as well. And I've been trusted to teach art and English and come up with my own courses for sustainable development goals and for teaching art, which has been really wonderful. I'm so grateful for the opportunity, and I thanked her and said so. The children were elementary school for the art and junior high school for the sustainable development goals, and it was all taught in English. But also, on Tuesday I finished my taxes, and on Wednesday I paid my taxes. Woohoo! So I've also finished my taxes, which is just so nice. So if you want to know why I'm chipper, that's why I'm chipper. I now only work 2 jobs plus 0.5 of 2 different jobs. So now I only work 3 jobs, not 3 jobs plus 2.2 0.5ers. So there you go. That's why I'm so happy. I hope I get me time, because I haven't really done yoga and exercise that isn't, for example, Heygo tours or getting myself to a Heygo tour, like cycling for 10 or whatever kilometers or walking around for 10 or 20,000 steps. I haven't done, my stretching. And I need to study Japanese and all kinds of things. So if you want to know why this little guide has a pep in her step, it's the pickled plums that pep the step. I do need to schedule those things. Yeah, I'm very good at saying no to people, actually, which is exactly why I didn't let this lady bully me. People have tried to bully me every age of my life, but I didn't allow it. Delaney can hook me up with yoga, yes, but actually I learn Japanese when I do my yoga. There's a wonderful app called Down Dog that I really, really like. You can get a postcard of this, but I'm gonna read it to you. There's a lovely app I use called Down Dog that I've used for quite a few years, but actually you can do the whole thing in Japanese. And I don't really understand what's being said totally, but I understand enough now to feel comfortable just listening to the Japanese while I'm doing the yoga. So it's good. It's a great way to gain some kind of fluency, I think. But thank you very much for listening, guys. Now, 15 minutes until Hikonyan, which is very exciting. Let's walk around a kind of boring looking area. So thank you very much for having joined me in the grove and up in the castle. I hope you can appreciate that I slogged it all the way up the castle in the first place, all the way up to the castle in the first place. I realise I sound like a right commoner sometimes. I sound like a product of my upbringing. But I've got some more information. I'm gonna read to you the official Hikone stuff, and I'll pepper it with my own my own thoughts and information as we go, because we're just going to walk around here. It's about 7 minutes to the front of the castle and another 2 or 3 after that to the garden, and that will give us 4 minutes to ease into our spot in front of the lovely little Hikonyan. Yeah, exactly, Janice. Janice says the yoke has been lifted by not having to deal with the lady. Yeah, it's a big shame. It's a big shame. It's all right. Hi, Susan. So welcome. Welcome to a seemingly understated part of the tour. This was actually the part of the tour where I stressfully walked in the rain just on Monday, and everyone thought I was going to give up on the tour, but no, I didn't. I would not give up on the tour. Let me give you a little look behind you. We have the external and the internal moat in Hikone Castle grounds. This is the internal moat, and all of these are cherry blossoms, my friends. So I do hope you'll join me for just a wonderful finale to my 12-hour trek around Hikone. 12-hour trek around the entirety of Lake Biwa. It's 200 kilometers. We'll be going on trains and by foot and all sorts. But also I'll bring you back at other points as well so we can see them growing and falling. The dark trunks are fabulous, aren't they? Here's evidence that I'm not having you on about the blossoms coming. You know what? I've got loads of information here. I actually don't want to read all of that and walk at the same time, so I'm going to tell you my information. It's actually not very comfortable holding the gimbal and walking at the same time, and I like to try and get you guys nice shots of things. Not that there's much around here, but I'd rather that. So if you have any questions about the castle, feel free to ask and I'll answer them. But otherwise, I'll just enhance some of the things that I've already mentioned to you. Planes, trains, and automobiles. That's exactly where I was going with that. Of course, that's an excellent movie. So, I've actually given you loads of information about the castle. Who am I kidding? So this year is actually the 70th anniversary of the Hikone Castle Parade. I guess that's, as you just saw on that sign about the plum grove, back in 1950, Hikone Castle, not the town, but Hikone Castle was designated an important cultural asset in Japan and is a cultural heritage site for the castle itself. But since that very date, they have, which was a few years, it was a few years after the Second World War, a couple of years. But since that date, there has been a special parade that has happened all the way around Hikone Castle, and just outside an area that we're about to walk to, we'll be at in about 2 minutes. You can see, and I think a big round number like 70 is probably going to create a really nice parade. We saw part of it last year, but I'd only been presenting tours on Heygo for a few months at the time, and I didn't really know how long it was going to last, the parade. And also there was such coronavirus prevalence and all sorts, so I accidentally stopped the tour a little bit early. And then my phone just stopped working entirely. It was only 7 months old, and it just suddenly decided it wasn't ever going to turn on ever again in its life, which meant that I lost lots of pictures and videos, so I didn't even get to show you guys the end, which is a shame. My umbrella. Oh no! Yeah, here it is. Thank you. Hi, Michael. Nice to see you. Well, look at that. When you're hanging out with friends, it doesn't take very long at all. We're already at the area that I was telling you about where the parade would be. And for lantern lovers in the room, they have just started. So as I arrived at the castle grounds an hour and a half ago or so, they'd just started to... Well, I looked into the distance and I saw loads of lanterns had fallen over. And I thought, oh no, what's happened? Why have the lanterns fallen over? And then I thought, it's okay. It's okay. The lanterns are being erected. Woo! The lanterns are actually being installed. So they'd all fallen down, but they hadn't. They'd all been laid down. And now they're erect. We can have a look I was going to say something incredibly dirty, but very, very funny just now. And please appreciate that I'm not going to say it. I'm just not. Message me later if you want the exact phrase I was going to say. But we're just going to let it go, okay? Just going to let it go. I was going to show you something live on Heygo, but I want people of all ages to enjoy watching my tours. So I'm just not going to say it. I'm not going to say it. Here is Inosuke, represented as a Tobidashi-kun, which is wonderful. Hi, Asunta, nice to see you. Oh, sashiburi, my friend, long time no see. Very nice to see you. And this is my favorite post box in all of the land, so you have to check this one out. Ah. How's that for a post box, huh? Lovely. And up there, the castle walls. And here we have a lovely gent with thighs of steel. He will, for a small fee, carry you all around the grounds, which is going to be a really popular thing to do. Konnichiwa. He will carry you all the way around the grounds. During cherry blossom season, that's just going to be crazy popular. I can hear a little bit of drilling, so I think someone's making these guys stand up. So this is the huge lanterns that they've just added today. So you get to see them basically about 30 minutes after they've been erected here. So there we go. And we've got 8 minutes until Hikonyan. It's his official theme tune, but I don't think the theme tune is featuring in the visiting of him. And we're going to see more beautiful plum blossoms, because it's right next to Genkyu Garden, but right next to the Raku Palace. And Raku, as you may already know, means enjoy. So it's the pleasure palace, but not in the same way that erect lanterns might feature at a pleasure palace. Look at this. What's this? The Hikone Sky Adventure. Please. I want to be 8 meters up high, going 200 meters. Wow. Zipline. That's what it says it is. A zipline. Zipline. Yay, we can see the lanterns going up. How fun. Probably not good fun for your ears. So volume button, guys. Now, I was told, you're probably wondering, how come Kendall's going to see Hikonyan on a Friday? What's the deal? She said it's really difficult to see Hikonyan. Well, my friends, I got a tip off. With the season changing and coronavirus in 2 months, it's going to get the, what's the phrase? It's going to be demoted to cold status. It's just going to be like a flu or a cold or something. It's going to be re-designated? I can't remember the word. I'm sorry. Basically, apparently Hikonyan is out and about all the time now because it's safe. So every day you can see him as long as the weather is permitting. So I'm really hoping we're going to see him today. I think there's a lot of virtual tours you'd pay for, Ken. These are early blooming cherry blossoms, by the way, but they're a bit past it. They're coming off of the branches now. But they're the twice blooming cherry blossoms. They bloom in the winter or like autumn. Yeah, really lovely. Sakura. Omiyage Central. In there you can buy so many Hikonyan thingies, which is just wonderful. Hikonyan in 5 minutes. Okay. And we're going to watch him for 10 or 15 minutes. And then I've got to go, guys, because I work my little bottom off to get you guys to incredible tours as soon as I'm able. And then I still have to do my day job, which happens at night. Don't get any funny ideas. My day job is teaching English, but I have to do it in the afternoons and night because that's when my students are free. So I have to work at silly o'clock, which I don't really appreciate. Now, here you go. Here's a previously unseen view of Inosuke. Previously unseen on a Heygo tour. You're going to have to grab that postcard because we've got 4 minutes. 4 minutes. Very commanding indeed. Indeed. You can actually use the word indeed effectively. Look at all these white cars, guys. It's a white car showroom everywhere in Japan. White car showroom. It's the most popular color of car. And apparently in Asia, 45% of cars, 44, sorry, I don't want to just wildly overestimate that. 44% of cars are white. But I reckon about 80% of the ones in Japan are white. But that last one is just speculation. Thank you, Janice. Right. It says in 200 meters, 3 o'clock, Hikonyan, we have got 3.5 minutes. Don't worry, that's joking breathlessness. We're going to be fine, but my tights are definitely going to fall down. But the mud, what does that mean? But the mud, I don't understand. Okay, lovelies, any questions? We've got about 2 minutes until we arrive at Hikonyan spot. So I hope you've had a lovely time, and Hikonyan will be around for about 30 minutes, but I can only show you the beginning because the tour is 75 minutes long, for starters, and I value and appreciate the other guides, and maybe they have tours coming up, I don't know, but also I have to get to work, and I've got to go quite a long way. So thank you very, very much to any and everybody that has sponsored me today and tipped me today. If I make the $50 to $60 odd that today has cost me, I would be very grateful. If I don't, then I'll put it in the bank of good deeds. So, thank you. Domo arigatou gozaimasu. Thanks, Richard. 2 minutes until Hikonyan. 2 minutes. Come on, little nyan nyan. Oh, by the way, nyan means meow in Japanese. So, Hikonyan is Hikone meow. Hikone meow. Eek! Eek! So excited. And then I've got to run from the garden all the way to the train station. 20 minutes, but I'm going to do it in 14 and a half. I'm going to do my best. This is monumental, guys. Never before has this been shown on Heygo. This location with Hikonyan, nope. I've shown him 2 times, and that was rare times. But now we're just going to be super lucky. Run, Forrest, run. First of all, we got 1 minute and 20 seconds. So I'm going to get you a view of this. The blossoms are already falling. They're turning yellow. Not as grand as the other day at all. You see how important returning is. So when he's on, I'll probably be a bit more quiet, but I'll try and tell you what he's doing. We'll see what we can do. We're in the back palace side of Genkyuen Garden, the castle garden. Thank you, Janice. Please do leave reviews, everybody. And do check me out on YouTube and Etsy and all kinds of other things. And try and get the best possible view. Good thing I'm tall. Yes. I think we might get a nice sunset today. Now I'm going to get lots of different angles for you guys, okay? A little kid is gulping at me. Hikonyan. Hello. Oh, he's secret in there. Hikonyan. Can you guys relate to being so chubby that you have to go sideways? Hello. We can bow. Oh. Someone in front just said, Hikonyan doesn't talk. He is adorable. He's so slow today. I think we got the old Bachan inside him. Konnichiwa. Oh. So he's going to do some little tricks and things. And he gets a little prop too, so hang with me to see what prop he gets. She says, is everything okay? He has no tail. Oh, sorry, Maple. Please be kind to me. Pose. Oh, look at the foot. Oh, super cute. He's not a very energetic character. Hand pose coming up. That was second pose. I think they've got someone a little older inside Hikonyan today. It's very quiet and careful. It's saying be careful, don't fall. So I teach lots of children, and there's a question that I can ask them. Last week it was, what do you want to be when you're older? And I said, I want to be Hikonyan. And they said, nani? Like, what? What do you mean you want to be Hikonyan? And I said, well, and then I drew a picture of Hikonyan, and I drew a stick figure of a person inside. I said, I want to be Hikonyan. Please send me this picture. Kawaii. Hi, I'm the cutest. Arigatou gozaimasu. Excellent front seat. He's wiggling. I'm surprised he doesn't have a helper today. Usually there's someone guiding him. So he does the poses on each side because everybody wants their chance to see. And he's got a prop later. So in the past it's been onigiri, so a rice ball, and dango, So we haven't seen dango here, I don't think. There's little rice balls. Well, the first time I saw this, guys, I've been in Japan for 3.5 years and I hadn't seen Hikonyan for 2 years. Even though I'd heard tale of him. So I was basically crying when I presented the tour, crying with absolute happiness. There's a box of tea, yeah. The next photo opportunity is going to be the prop that we get. So once I've got you guys that shot, I'll say goodbye. We've got 7 minutes left of the tour. So thank you, everybody. I hope you've been having a wonderful time. Can't miss him with a prop, though. Holding his little helmet. So I should probably tell you the story of him. Why a kitty cat? Why a white one? Oh, what a darling. What a darling. Oh my goodness. So cute. 3, 2, 1. Let me get your portrait shot. You need Hikonyan, right, for your phone background. 3, 2. Oh, 1 second. He's hiding. 3, 2, 1. Sirana, I can't see him. No, cannot see him. Needs a tail. So why a kitty cat? Well, the tale is that one of the, I think the 4th lord of the castle was one day trying to come home through a storm, and the legend says that a little white kitty cat saved the lord from a horrible thunderstorm, which could have been the end of his life. The little kitty cat beckoned him to a shrine nearby, and thus he was saved. And so, based on that legend, Hikone City decided that 15 years ago, when they created a mascot, it should be a little white kitty cat. Thank you, Michael, for the tip. So cute. I hope he's going to get a prop. Thanks, Ken. I'll go for 100 postcards later. Oh, I'm going to put my hand up because they are. What a sweetie. Let's look for the tail. 1 second. Suspicious. That looks like no tail. Model-san. She's a model. He needs a model. I think someone... Oh. Here. You meant to make it look like you're squishing him. Poke, poke. Poke, poke. Everyone's doing little poses holding him. I missed my shot. Let me see if I can get one. I get myself spiked. So he's wearing the helmet of the E clan, by the way. I'm going to see for 1 or 2 more minutes if he gets given a prop. If he doesn't, then it is bye-bye. And I hope you had a lovely time in one of the most unique versions of this Hikone castle tour with blossoms and castle from the top, Lake Biwa, all kinds of history and fun facts, and the little Nyan Nyan Chan himself, this Nyan Nyan cutie. Oh, he doesn't believe her. We're trying to work out what he should do next. Should he pose or dance? That's all right, Laurie. I sent you some flyers yesterday, by the way, Laurie. So they should, Laurie. They should be on their way to you soon. He wants a fish. Okay, he's gonna get a fish. Sakana o motte. He says, "Give me a fish." He's gonna get a fish. Bring the fish. Good idea. いい感じ. One second, they're getting selfies. I want a selfie with Hikonyan. It's no good. Oh. Oh, he's gonna have a sword. That sounds dangerous. Hi, baby. It's his hobby. 実はなんとですね、雨がパラパラ降ってきました。あ、雨が降ってきたな。They're checking to see if it's going to rain. どうしよう、濡れちゃうなというので、大きな木を見つけました。大きな木が出てきましたね。その木を見つけた直高子、この木の下でね、雨宿りをすることにしました。木さん、失礼します。はい、じゃあね、ここでね、やって。What is happening? はい。しっかりと雨がかからないようにね。He's fortune telling to see if it's going to rain. Checking the top of her head to see if it's going to rain or is raining. かからないようにね、してくれてるのね。わかった。はい。この雨が降っているのを木の下で、雨宿りをする直高子。このまま強くなったらどうしようかなと思っていますと、ちょっとゴロゴロと雷が聞こえてきます。雷もらってきた。どうしようかなって思っていましたら、近くにありましたお寺の門。お寺の門から、なんとですね、白い猫ちゃんが直高公に向かっておいでをするのが見えたそうです。白猫ちゃん。白猫ちゃんだ。She's asking him if he's a white cat. はい。白猫ちゃんがね、おいでをしているのが見えました。直高子。それはね、猫ちゃんが一緒に雨宿りしようって言ってくれてるんだなと思って、この大きな木にさようならを言いまして、ありがとうございました。はい。今度はね、門に。I don't know why she has a knife though. Sorry, my Japanese doesn't extend that far. Hi, baby. またね。1 minute left, guys. ありがとうございました。さあ、しっかりね、雨宿りをさせてもらいましたので。What a cutie! That's my favorite pose. Outside arms. 白猫ちゃんがいる門の方へと行きました。No problem. そうこうしているうちに、こう雨宿りをしておりましたらね、なんとさっき。Well, 30 seconds left, everybody. I think he's practicing staring successfully. Grab your final postcards, leave your tips at the door, review liberally, and big love to you guys. A little dance. Thank you, everybody. I think she's going to throw the knife at him. I hope not. Okay, it's posing time. That is exactly 75 minutes. Calling it so I can get to work. Big love to you. Thank you all for your time and energy. I hope to see you online. Bye-bye.